So CRE is evolving, and what we've found is while our industry is rapidly evolving, the technology hasn't quite kept up pace. In particular, we're expected to close acquisitions now in half the time that we previously did, but our software isn't keeping up with the task. So valuation software in particular hasn't met our expectations. We're still using desktop software. We're using software that was built over a decade ago. And while that's okay, it's not going to get us to the efficiency that we need to be as an industry. So things like multi-day training sessions to get you up on your valuation software, we think this is really a symptom, not a solution. It should take you an hour, 2 hours tops to come up on your CRE software. So we're going to show you a solution here in a moment that hopefully will solve some of those problems. Our company, rSquaredCRE, is a brand new company, but we're based out of an original consulting company. We've had hundreds of years of experience producing software. We have 2 existing software applications right now, our Abstract and our Budget, that are SaaS software applications in use for over a decade. So we're not new to this game. We're very much a technology leader. We've got wonderful, very popular clients, clients like Heinz, EOP, Griffin Capital, First Capital, to name just a few. These clients have reaped the benefit of our experience, our hundreds of thousands of hours of modeling commercial real estate software. So we used our experience, our frustrations that we found in modeling software to come up with a new solution, a solution we think that the industry will greatly benefit with. Here's our mission statement. So we're of course all about empowering CRE. We feel that our solutions will allow the industry to grow more quickly, to have less friction, and to get what we all need to get done, which is valuations more efficiently prosecuted. So what do you need? What is absolutely necessary to solve this problem? Your solutions have to be SaaS-based. There's zero cost of ownership as it relates to owning hardware. So your TCO is going to be lower. You don't have to make those commitments. There's no SQL Server upgrades. This is what is required for 2019. We cannot be using desktop software. We can't use software that you have to be at your office to actually be able to use it. If you've got a SaaS solution, all you need is a browser. Ubiquity. Anywhere you have a browser, you're going to be able to use our application. Intuitive. So again, if you've got to spend time training people, if people have to guess what it means in a particular field, you're going to introduce errors, you're going to have problems. So our application is intuitive. We have something we call an input carousel. So you don't see hundreds of columns you have to needlessly scroll through. The input carousel shows you just the fields you need to see and just the areas you need to see them. So you're going to realize a much more efficient, more intuitive interface. The UI feels kind of like a rich desktop application, but you're in a browser. So you get all that benefit of the rich desktop, but you're in a browser environment. And fast. So we've got all sorts of hooks in the application. We've got hotkeys. So hotkeys to navigate to different places quickly, hotkeys to add things, to delete things. In addition to our hotkeys, we have things called walkthroughs. So we can walk you through common things. So you'll find in the application that we can get the data calculated, the data in and the data out in the most efficient fashion. Open. So one knock on a lot of the incumbent softwares is they're just pretty closed environments. And we built this with an open environment. So we want you to get your data into and out of our application with no friction. We have what we call round tripping of Excel. So you can export your data, manipulate it in Excel, and return it. And while that's helpful for a single asset, if you have hundreds of assets, this can be a huge time saver. Take inflation for 24 buildings, change it in one place, upload it simultaneously. So there's going to be a lot of benefits of being open. And we also open in the ability to consume data from other applications out there. So we've got a very robust VTS integration. We can import deal data from VTS. We can import portfolio information from VTS. We have links to legacy software. So we wanted to be as inclusive as possible to gain as much traction as possible. Our application is available for a 30-day trial for free. We don't want anybody to not have the opportunity to try to use the software. While you're using it, you have the ability to create snapshots. These are little things you can email to anybody else, or you can share the snapshots via our own email links. So you can send it out to as many people as you want and get them up and running on the application. Accurate. So obviously everybody wants to use a DCF application if it's accurate. And it's something you'd expect. We try to bring it home further by giving you the ability to see all of your reports in Excel. So these are not just CSV exports of data. This is formulas. These are presentation quality reports. And that ability to vet them in Excel guarantees the accuracy. And finally, we need things to be transparent. So you can look at that formula. We have wonderful audit reports. A lot of times things like recoveries become black boxes. You don't understand how the numbers came to be. When you see the formulas, you can confirm to yourself that the application is doing precisely what you want. Collaborative. So we've got this in the cloud, SaaS application. We can have multiple users simultaneously editing the same property. They can be editing the same property. They can be running reports. They can be doing portfolio analyses. They can be working on multiple properties simultaneously. So there's no ability to have to check out a property, check in a property. All of it can be done simultaneously, allowing for a more collaborative environment. And again, you can send out those snapshots. So it doesn't have to be just collaborative within your organization. It can be collaborative with organizations around the world. Our underwriting workbook. This may be our single biggest differentiating factor. So you get this rich 15 to 20 page workbook that has all of the analytics that are typically very difficult to find within these canned reports. So we've got Excel, where everyone kind of does their last mile analysis. They're going to layer on debt. They're going to put in partnerships. They're going to have tiered participations. All this stuff is typically done by taking canned reports, cutting and pasting into Excel. Cutting and pasting into Excel, you're going to introduce errors. You know it's going to take you a long time. So we get rid of all that by having this underwriting workbook. We think this will save hundreds of hours for each client each month. So this is the kind of stuff that we think has to be in an application to be fast and efficient in 2019. So what we're talking about is a new era. We're going to have a new era where people can openly collaborate, fast, efficient, intuitive. No need for week-long training sessions, multi-day training sessions. No need to engage another consultancy to get your users up on the application. Our DCF will be that solution that allow you to cleanly, efficiently model from start to finish, do your last mile analysis in Excel. And we think we will change the industry with it. Thanks for your time.